Remember when I told y'all everything is political? Yeah, even natural disasters. But there's a thing happening here, and it's driving me mad, and I know it's driving some of you mad as well, to watch it happen in real time, right? So there will be at one point where the federal government and administration will make decisions to cut budgets on certain much needed, and I do mean much needed departments that will be in charge of either making sure citizens are okay and being informed about incoming natural disasters, and or will take care of citizens and their state and slash city after the natural disaster happens. And these cuts will be made and people will ring the alarms, right? And it's usually political, right? It's usually your favorite groups of people that think that the federal government shouldn't be involved in XYZ, right? And people ring the alarm, and we'll warn, and we'll say, hey, that's not right, and it's gonna be inept, it's gonna be inefficient, and then the natural disaster will happen, right? And those same people who rung the alarm will see the effects of those cuts, and they'll point right to it and go, hey, remember we told you this is the effect of that. And the people that make the cuts and their I guess if you want to call it fans, their cult members, right? MAGA, I'm talking to you specifically, will go, oh my God, how could you use this moment to point out? And that's maddening. That's sickening. Because while I do understand the nuance of when a tragedy happens, there are people that are affected, their families, I get that. But people rung the alarm earlier. No one cared. You tell the libs to shut up, this, that, and the third. Then the tragedy happens, and you see the effects of cutting budgets and cutting from these departments. So, of course, people are going to point it out. But instead, you deflect, you yourself as well. I don't think you care about the families. You deflect, and then you point out how insensitive these people who have pointed out that these are the effects of your decisions, right? But what's even more maddening, and I think this is the sickest part, this is the part that bothers me the most, and I'm going to land this plane home, is that these same exact people, for less, will do worse, right? They see, let's say, for example, we can use immigration, okay, in which maybe they see somebody getting deported and it's a harsh deportation, a person getting shackled, getting separated from their family. Now, to that person, it's not less, right? To that person, that's their whole world. Husband being removed from his wife, father being removed from, but for less, they'll just see one person, and they take so much pride and joy in that, and they'll go and type in, this is what I voted for. But at that moment of tragedy for that family, well, one person, right, you're not thinking about, whether you're being insensitive. So it's incredibly maddening because they have a higher standard for you as a liberal than they do for themselves. And I don't know if I've explained this as best as I can, right? But this is just what's going on in my mind and what I watch and what I'm seeing today. It's incredibly damning.